then suddenly in walked Chris Harris, who is now Braden Walker, which I, as noted a few days ago, hope to God is the beginning of a Braden Walker Texas Ranger gimmick. He had wacky country music. He wears a singlet to hold his gigantic gut in.
And yes.
Oh, this man's in trouble.
Career's off to a poor start. He came out for the match. For those of you...
Well, first we should add that they signed the match.
They signed the match, and then Chris Harris made a knock-knock joke.
He did.
Which I don't remember exactly, but I believe it was knock-knock. Who's there?
Braden Walker, you're in trouble.
That was it, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, star. So he came out for the match. Braden Walker versus Armando Alejandro Estrada in apparently an empty arena building. Empty arena match. I don't think
this had less heat than last week.
I don't think I've ever seen so many people be so quiet for a wrestling match before. It was crazy how much they didn't care.
Yes.
And what this really told me, pretend for a second that TNA was building a Hall of Fame. I realize it's a ludicrous concept, but pretend they were. Chris Harris would be in that. And then he steps up to the real show. No one on earth has a clue who he is.
Well, he was so fat, I don't think anybody recognized him.
Perhaps that's it.
They were like, that can't be Chris Harris.
He's too fat.
He ate Chris Harris.
Yes. He's Braden Walker. They wouldn't lie to us.
Giant fat man. And they had a match, and nobody cared, as you noted. And then it got worse because Armando decided now would be a great time to apply a bear hug. This match went about 7 minutes. Appalling, but hilarious at the same time. So Walker made his comeback, and Taz called him Adam Walker, which, again, best show ever. And then he did a horrible high cross. And after winning this wretched match in an empty building, Adam Lee said, Braden Walker admired the work of Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. And I was like, what a fine time to alert us of this fact.
Yeah.
What is Shawn Michaels thinking right now as he's watching this?
Fire this kid now.
Probably maybe I should leave and never be forgotten. Then we had this was a TNA moment. And ironically, it involved Chris Harris. Matt Hardy ran into Harris backstage, and Harris wished him luck and jokingly added that, I heard Colin Delaney's a real badass. And Matt goes, a real wildcat.
Ho!
Ah.
7 people laughed.
And then...
and I was not one of them, and I got it.
Then as he was about to leave, Matt said, hold on a second. Who are you again? Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, he should
Who are you?
He should have... He said, I am Braden Walker. He should have done one or two things. He should have said, I am Braden Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm still waiting for that one.
Or he should have just hung his head and said, never mind, and walked away.
ECW, the final show in the career of Chris Harris. This guy's got to be done. I can't imagine him going back to TNA.
I mean, done wrestling.
He's been fired from WWE. Where the fuck's this guy going to go? Mexico?
IWA Mid-South?
May as well. Poor guy.
That's an opening in FIP.
I say poor guy, but really? Is he really that poor guy?
No.
He came back looking like he'd eaten James Storm. He was horrible. And
boring.
As I noted on the Dave show, when you're doing a match and Todd fucking Grisham, who's the dirt worst,
I see where you're going already,
makes note that he sure loves that clothesline.
Yes.
Time to just get the hell out.
Wrestling is not for you.
Wrestling is not your thing, pal.
It's funny because he had a good thing in TNA.
He was fucking great in TNA. And I don't know if I don't know. I just don't have any answer for what happened to Chris Harris. We had Braden Walker and James Curtis, also amazing.
Yes, it was.
As noted, Braden made a comeback and looked awful. He threw about 100 clotheslines.
All horrid.
Todd Grisham threw out the line. Braden is a big fan of that clothesline. And then he won with a fisherman suplex and won his way right out the door.
He won a winner leaves town match.
Yeah.
Watching this in hindsight, knowing this would be his last performance at the company, I thought, okay, was he really that bad? Hot diggity yes. He put on a poor showing.
You didn't watch this until tonight?
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know, it's slow. Storm finally Storm finally, thank God, cut Matt off. Cut a much better promo. Talked about all the things he had done, and that he was the tough guy who would go to a bar and beat you up and take your girl home and make you buy a beer while he fucked her. And he said, "Get your brother out here." Matt said, "I'll show you my partner. Well, we won't fight tonight. We'll fight at Sacrifice. You have to pay to see the best team ever." And then he said his partner was not Jeff. It's someone who knows Storm inside and out. Storm didn't care.
That's lewd.
Yeah, sure. He was about to do his catchphrase when the America's Most Wanted theme song started playing, and out walked Braden Walker.
Actually, Braden Walker did walk out. Chris Harris did not come out.
This was not Chris Harris, everyone. I thought, perhaps, when I heard that he was back, maybe there are new fans who don't remember this. There was once a wrestler named Chris Harris who seemed to have talent and potential. Then he got to ECW and became Fat Braden Walker and disappeared. I thought in his time away, perhaps he'd, reinvigorated himself, reinvented himself, reapplied himself. Nope. He just ate more. He came out looking very fat. He had an expression on his face that I can only describe as dumb. He stared at Storm dumbly, like a dumb person would, a dumb fat guy. Jesus. Storm stared back at him, thinking, honestly, I think Storm thought the exact same thing I thought. Like, Jesus, this is going to be easy. They went to commercial.
Wow. This is quite the burial of poor Chris Harris.
Hey, do you disagree?
Oh, no.
Do you think Chris Harris... Were you impressed when Chris Harris walked out?
I didn't think he looked smart.
Do you think he looked in shape or dangerous?
No.
No. He had a deer in the headlights look.
Yeah, kind of did. A fat deer, I presume.
Yeah, if he was the deer in the headlights that was too fat to escape.
A pig in the headlights?
I don't know. The fat animal. Panda bear?
Panda bear.
Sangriento wrestled Suicide. My first thought was, didn't you just do this match last week?
Ox?
What animal does Chris Harris most resemble at this point?
A musk ox.
How about a python that just ate a pig?
A musk ox.